The leg rest would obviously be down to where she's
Right.
maintaining as close as 90 she can.
And make sure that she's sitting up as straight as she possibly can sit up so that she is in a better weight-bearing position.
Okay. So we want her sitting up as tall as she can sit up in a good posture. Turn her around. Where we're looking at the back.
What about a lumbar, making a lumbar, like roll a towel
That would be fine.
right there, so that way.
That would be fine. What about the back height? You always got to be concerned about back heights on wheelchairs. Because if you go too low, you're not giving them enough support. If you go too high, you're giving them too much support. And you have to be concerned, the major concern for pressure is when the top of that hits that inferior scapular border. That will cause a pressure really quick. And she is close to it. Now that's pretty soft. That's a pretty nice. The ones like you're in, that's believe it or not, that can wear pressure pretty quick. This is not too bad. So, looking at that, would you think that it's a little bit too high, a little bit too low, or just right?
Little
Why too high?
Why too high?
Too much support.
I think it's too much support. I wouldn't be crazy about that. You got to take what you got.
Could you just put a cushion in the seat since she has such long legs? It's not going to hurt just to be up a little bit more.
And there's actually would be a cushion in that, either a ROHO, some kind of pressure relieving device would be in it.
Should make it about right.
But sitting the way it is, I would prefer it to be about that far below the inferior border of the scapula. Because that's going to make her have to have some support instead of just giving her all the support. We don't want to give her all the support.
But once you put that pillow in there, then
that might take her up enough, yeah. The thing about those pillows, they just compress.
That's what I was getting ready to
So you
ask.
don't end up as high as you think you're going to.
Well, does it matter on the weight bearing itself if you're trying to induce that weight bearing feeling if you've got something softer underneath your?
That actually takes away from it.
Takes away from the weight bearing.
It takes away from the it doesn't take away from the weight bearing. It takes away from the proprioceptive
right,
feedback
that's what I was
of it.
thinking. Okay.
Yeah. Brooke.
So if you put the pillows underneath or whatever, are you worried then about the lower half? Because she had the almost, you said, perfect lower half position. So which one would be, I mean, I know you really want to worry about the support, so are you then not as worried about the lower
what
half?
would be, the perfect case scenario would be, even with the ROHO cushion in here, what kind of pressure relieving device she has. And then a chunk over top of that, and her sitting in the chair, that everything would be great then.
Yeah.
If that's not going to happen, I want to protect her bottom. That's the primary concern. Is protection of that and getting proprioceptive feedback.
But I was thinking about more of the height of the back, or so that they have the correct
90.
Yeah, the 90-90.
The height of the back is probably going to be my
number
least that I'm worried about.
Okay.
Unless it's just up to her neck.
Right, or what if
like that chair back there.
Yeah.
what if it were right, like, but just sitting right?